Welcome to Mr. Michael's ELA classroom. What are we going to learn today?
Now here are some tips from Hubs. So use your time on Scholastic to learn new words and things. This is called reading for meaning. We don't want you just reading and not learning anything. Your teacher has probably given you some way of recording the new words you are learning. So please, when you are on Scholastic, use this time to fill in that template. So let's look at it. There are thousands of books on many topics available for you to learn new things. This will help you develop what we call in English prior knowledge on many future reading activities. So say you read a book on Mercury. Then, when you go to your science lesson and you're doing Mercury, you can remember this. And you could say, hey, wait a second, I know about Mercury because I read about it on Scholastic. Use this time to practice for your PM test. If you're in grades 3 to 7, you're going to have to do a PM test. So this is the perfect time to be practicing for it. So I have a book here. You're going to have to read every word. You're going to have to say every prefix, every suffix. So in a large city in the east, there once lived. Oh, if I said there once lived, then I'm going to get a minus in my PM test. So I have to practice reading each word out loud because it's a lot easier to read in your head. And then when you get to your PM test and you have to read out loud, you might get a little bit confused. And now here's another amazing thing to do with Scholastic books is practice retelling the story. Now, in a PM test, you always have to, teacher will say, tell me what you read. Give me a summary of what you read. So while you are reading on Lit Pro, why not practice this? I'm sure your teacher has given you like storyboards and other ways of actually organizing how you write a story. Use these to summarize stories. So I give my students a storyboard. While I am reading this story, I could be filling in the storyboard. And then at the end of this, I could practice retelling it. This story is about Mustafa and Aladdin. They lived in a large city in the east. Then, unfortunately, Aladdin's father died. So I'm actually organizing my problem, solution, and all into this paper. And then, to summarize the plot, you could use something like this. This is a plot development organizer. Because when we're writing, we have to organize events. In a story, you could just pick 4 events and then retell the story. So if you want a copy of these, just send me an email and I will send them to you. Or ask your teacher for whatever they use. Now, so if you use a storyboard, plot development organizer to practice retelling the stories you are reading, after a while you're going to get so good at it, you will no longer need the paper. Thank you for listening to this video. Now get out there and start reading after finishing the quiz. Thank you very much, guys. Ma salama.